For the past 7 years, EastEnders Max Branning has been engulfed in a fiery feud with screen wife Tanya. But this week, all that is set to change as actress Jo Joyner says a sensational farewell to the square.
Actor Jake Wood popped into the studio yesterday to discuss why Walford hasn't seen the likes of their constant breakups since Angie and Den's famous ding-dongs.
Tanya, this is my husband, Max.
Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I don't know what goes through your head?
What do you want from me? I want to see my son.
Pass the remote, please, Brad. Brad?
I'll kill you. I'll kill you, Dad!
Bradley!
Vanessa, I love you.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
After tonight, we're going to be together.
He's been sleeping with Mum. Let's get married. I'm looking for Max. I'm his wife.
Do you think I've got time to watch her 24/7, do you?
My daughter's got a drink problem. You're sitting around here drinking whiskey.
It doesn't matter what happens between us, we'll always share that love of our kids.
And just by watching that, you can see the last 7 years, we've seen so many sides to him, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been action-packed. Yeah, it's been fabulous, really.
And good for you, because I guess that you don't get bored of doing the same thing.
No, I've never got bored there. You know, Max Branning is such a fascinating character, and obviously I've had the privilege of working with Jo Joyner for 7 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had a great working relationship, and sadly she's sort of leaving us. She's off this week, last week on screen.
I know.
But yeah, no, we sort of all started together as the Brannings, and it's been great.
Well, we'll come to Jo leaving in a moment, because I know that's had quite an impact on the show and on you.
Yeah.
But you have this real affection for him. You stand up for him, actually, don't you?
For Max, yeah, I think so. Yeah, he sort of, you know, there was lots of sort of meetings when we first began about Max and the sort of character that he was. And I think he was always really well drawn out. He, to me, always felt very real, very sort of flawed. He's sort of, he's very damaged. But he's always, you know, he's a good father. He's always got these good intentions, and he always fails. I think it's, yeah, it's a really interesting character to play, because you never sort of know what he's going to do next. He's got all these sort of demons. And
well, the thing is that you say he's damaged, and his relationship with Tanya has also now had this, as we can see unfolding, this impact on Lauren.
Yeah, I think that's why it's kind of so been beautifully mapped out, really, yeah, because we've seen Max and Tanya, you know, sort of, you know, a lot of friction over the years, and the kids, obviously, when they started, they were a lot younger. But, yeah, we've sort of seen, you know, the damage it's had on Lauren. So over the last couple of years, she's been, you know, drinking, sort of, you know, sporadically, but we've seen it in the show, you know, over a long period. So I think the stuff that we're seeing on screen this week with the, you know, when she gets hospitalised and, you know, very seriously ill and hepatitis, you know, that's kind of, you know, if you're a viewer and you've watched it over that period of time, it's, you know, if you've invested it, it's kind of, yeah, they've really planted it in there. So it's yeah, it feels very real, you know.
Well, terrifying for a family, because, I mean, you found the booze under the bed, and then you lock her in a room, and then she's out the window, and all of that sort of thing. Finally, as you say, culminating in this, you have one more drink and it could kill you situation.
Yeah.
And the showdown that, which is what leads to Tanya, to Jo going, is the fact that she is honest and says, you know, it's you guys, it's your constant arguing that's causing it.
Yeah, and I think it's just a process for Max and Tanya to accept that. You know, I think it's taken to get to this point for them actually to accept that.
Do you think they realised it? I mean, do you think going along they realised the impact that their dynamic was having on their family?
Not at all. I think, you know, we've seen they're both in sort of denial in different ways, and I think they're both self-obsessed in a way, and you know, I think they sort of have been more interested in their relationship and what's going on between them than the kids at times. But no, I think, you know, either not wanting to see it or, you know, just kind of swept it under the carpet, really.
Well, what this does lead to is Tanya then, she packs a suitcase, and we don't know whether she's going to go or whether she's not going to go. The fact you said that she's leaving makes me strongly lean towards what...
Yeah, and you tweeted the fact that you were the picture, so this is us on our last scene together.
Yes. No, I think it's, you know, we all know that Jo's going, but we don't know how Tanya leaves and under what circumstances, so we'll find out this week, but they're a great episode.
Well, we've got a clip here, and this is Max trying to convince her to stay. Let's have a look.
Sure it's going to be that simple?
Don't matter what you say, what you want. You know, you'll be driving out the square, you want to look back. You'll be able to help yourself. You want to stay, Tan. You want us to be back together. You look back, Tan. You will. You'll be able to help yourself. You'll come back.
You're wrong.
How did it feel for the pair of you doing that scene together?
I don't think that was our last day, but yeah, very emotional, yeah. And the scripts were so great, so it's kind of... I mean, it's very hard work, because the scripts were so intense. A lot of the scenes were just Max and Tanya. So obviously, yeah, wanted to do a good job, but no, obviously sad to see Joe.
Well, you've got Jack as well, so Scott Maslin, so but brother Jack's gone as well. So that's two principal people leaving your... Not just the show itself, but your working life.
Yeah, 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 and the Brannings in particular. So, yeah, you know, I think the whole dynamic of that family will change over the next few months. It's quite an interesting time for Max and his family, and obviously we've got Kirsty in the mix as well,
yes,
so that's interesting.
I know, yeah, that's another whole area. I mean, he's really getting it in the neck at the moment, hasn't he? Because obviously he doesn't know yet about the baby.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know yet, yeah. He'll find out this week, but...
Don't say anything you shouldn't say now.
No, I think I'm allowed to say that, that's fine. I'm allowed to say that, yeah, to suddenly think back. But no, that's fine. Yeah, he finds out this week, and yeah, again, that's, you know, that situation's kind of been engineered, you know, it's all his own fault, really. So he's living with the repercussions of sort of
One of
his
the things
actions.
that the show has done, and actually all the soaps are very good at, if there is something that is a really deep-seated issue within the storyline that other people could be experiencing outside, that you do draw upon help from the associated charities to make sure that you're playing it properly. It's been taken very seriously, this whole storyline.
Yeah, I think, you know, I've always said that. I think that's where EastEnders is sort of at its best, really, when it takes, as you say, an issue that's, you know, affecting people, you know, at this very moment in time, and it sort of exhaustively researches them and plays them out over a long time, and yeah, you know, hopefully it will have some benefits. You know, I've had lots of people coming to me talking about the storyline, and Lauren in particular, and, you know, sort of, yeah, for me, playing it was very shocking, doing those scenes, and you know, for us, it was, you know, we were finding out stuff at the same time, because obviously we had doctors on the set.
You, very interesting, you've worked with Action for Children for quite some time, and you have been almost mentoring a young lad, haven't you?
Yeah, for about, well, it was just, I just started before EastEnders, so about 8 years I've been with the same child. Yeah, he's in care, and yeah, the scheme is sort of, yeah, it's a mentoring scheme, so they'll match you up with a child in care, and it'll kind of be a friendship scheme, so you're not there to educate or to, you know, to discipline, but you're there more to sort of take them out, and there's a budget. I think it's £30 a visit or something like that, and so you have to stay within that. But then, yeah, you'll do sort of activities that you decide together. So
he's about 14 now, is he?
Yeah, 14, 15, yeah. 15.
Where have you taken him?
Oh, we've been everywhere. He loves movies and ice skating. And
Did you take him to his first football match?
I took him to the Arsenal for the first time, yeah, when he was about, yeah, he was about 9, I think, yeah.
What a brilliant thing to do.
It is a good idea, isn't it?
So you'll be mates for life, won't you?
Yes, yes. That's, I mean, not all matches work out, and obviously sometimes people move away and jobs change. Yeah, I have found it very difficult with EastEnders and family life at the moment to be as involved as I can be, but I'd always encourage anyone that wants to volunteer, and especially men. They're very short of men, so I think it's very important that sort of, you know, that you can be a good, you know, if you can be a good role model, and, you know, if at some point he makes the right decision because of, you know, of your friendship, then, you know,
yeah,
it's a good thing.
Very good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're staying, aren't you? You're not going from EastEnders?
No, I've signed a new contract.
OK.
So I'm
Hurrah!
For a good
check
ride.
that
Thank goodness
before we
for
let you go.
that.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed, Jake. It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
It continues from Friday night's episode, yeah. So thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you.